Hey guys, welcome back to Pink Collectibles. Star Wars for me is really more of the story of Anakin and Ahsoka, at least for me. I'm more of a Clone Wars animation. I've told the story many times, but Ahsoka Season 1 is Rebel Season 5, said time and time again, and hell yeah. As a fan of Ahsoka since she came on in Clone Wars, her age of 14, and seeing the character grow up into Rosario Dawson in live action, I think Arianna Greenblat was the best choice, perfect casting choice for a 14-year-old Ahsoka from Clone Wars. So, hell to the yeah, so excited to have this. Let's look at it. Alright, let's take a look. Shot of the goggles. Alright, so this came with nothing. It's just a figure in hands, saber, stand, and goggles. So, here's your green saber. Nothing you've never seen before. Oh, cool. I like the goggles. We'll see how that keys into her head. And this Ahsoka season, Clone Wars, when she first came on, she only had a single saber. Snips. Only had one saber. She hasn't got the Shoto yet. That came a little bit later in season 2, I think. So, and you get the same version with your USB. A small handful of hands. So, yeah, very bare bones release, but I'm guessing all the money went into the custom body and head sculpt. And, alright, we'll give them credit. When they nail a head sculpt, they nail a head sculpt. That is Arianna Greenblat. That is Arianna Greenblat as Ahsoka Tano from the show. And what the hell is this? That's annoying, this thing came off. Be right back. Alright, I will say the proportions on her are spot on. Just, I had her standing up on the table and just, yeah, the proportions are spot on. This is a very beautiful figure. The tailoring in the costume is really good. So, yeah, they did good by Ahsoka. And like I said, Arianna Greenblat, perfect choice. And yeah, even just standing here, this just looks so good. So, very, very nice release. Full silicone body over an endoskeleton, so that's kind of cool. It's kind of like the Peacemaker one where this is like silicone skin over a skeleton, so that's nice, but just know that when the creases are built in, but when you stretch them, right, you can see a line, just something to be careful of, but yeah, I like the way that they started doing this. So pretty decent, very nice, yeah. And like I said, bare bones release. I think all the money went into the body and the head sculpt. You also get something you don't see very often. I like this sand kind of base. In my display, I'm not going to use it, but it's a little bit different. I do like that. I'm gonna kosh grabber. So alright, that's it. Let's just quickly see what we see. Like I said, if you just look at this figure and its proportions, I fucking love it, man. I mean, they actually nailed this spot on. I love the tailoring. Look at the leather gauntlets, and her gloves, her fingerless gloves, the boot. Look, we're gonna look at the boot close up because that split cut boot and the weathering on that leather looks so good. Well, I don't know, it's plastic, but it just looks so good, right? I think they did a good job on this costume. So this figure, just beholding it, just the proportions, like holy shit, that's how you do it, you know. When they're not phoning it in, this is actually pretty damn fucking good. I still hate them as a company, but whatever. Nobody else is making Star Wars. They have the license unlocked. I've got no choice. And that is Arianna Greenblat as Ahsoka, guys. Talking about these boots, I love the weathering and the textures on the browns and the reds that they used, and then that split cut. It just got this, you know, hook around it. It's very nice. This whole costume is just executed so well. Look at them. I like the material on the tights, the skirt. These, look at this. This is so nicely weathered. So, yeah. Credit where credit is due, guys. All right, I have to say, very nice, because look at this. This figure can, you know, do a walking pose without a stand. I actually had her heel up earlier and it was holding just fine, but this weight thing changes, right, because of the LED saber. But just, you know, something simple, but look at the lightness. The lightness is just bang on. She's like walking through the storm in that scene and using the force or something. I don't know. The proportions are just so good, like I said, and keep raving about it. But yeah, this is what's selling this figure, is the proportions. And there you go. Pose 1. You can only hook the goggles on this way. You can't hang them, you know, anywhere else. It's not a strap. It's just keyed into her face. So, still though, spot on. All right, so this figure, I just left it in this pose because I'm gonna have Anakin behind her and he's a lot taller. So I just thought something simple like this. Like this pose hits for me because of the proportions are like so well done. I didn't want to have her hand hanging off the side. It just looked a little kind of weird. I mean, it'd be fine, but I want a little bit of dynamic motion and stillness. So I think this is how I'm gonna display young Ahsoka, played by Arianna Greenblat, for now, in the display. I think we'll cut to a shot in the display and see where it is, so we'll have some more context. But anyway, yeah, no, this figure came out great. Really like the proportions and the head sculpt. I think that's where all the money went. I think that's where they nailed it. And, you know, when they want to, they actually can do good stuff. So I will give them credit for that. So, all right, that's like, subscribe. I'm going to go away. This has been Young Ahsoka, and see you in the next video. Here we go, guys. This is how I have the Star Wars stuff set up for now. And you got Young Ahsoka, Force Hand, Anakin, her master, kind of hanging out. Young Ahsoka is next to live action adult Ahsoka. There's my bow, thanks to Tina's amazing hair rooting. But yeah, man, just thought I'd share where we are. And of course the Star Wars section pans, and it's got our Falcon, Luke, Ahsoka the White, Light Side Annie, Artisan, and there you go. Hell yeah, guys. Thanks for watching.